morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Friday, my God, what a blessed day, the 15th of the month. We are halfway through the month, but my God, halfway, listen to me. 15 days into a brand new year. We're halfway done with the first month of the year. Can you believe that? My God, my God. Wow. Good. Look at all these good looking people on here. By God, I love you guys. Man, I just love it, love it, love it, love it. Miss Evelyn Phibbs, good morning, dear, down in Fresno, California, one of our superstars, regional directors. We got to get you on the call soon. Hey, Mr. Belinda Batiste, good morning. I see your cohort. Oh, look at Miss Pat Robinson. Where you going, girl, dressed like that? Hey, you got a date? Look at her. My Lord, my goodness. I like those air land. Woo! Hey, Miss Mary Perez, good morning, dear. How you doing? The Rojo on. Good morning. Mr. Jordan Say, good morning so much, sir. Oh, one of our other superstars just jumped on. Miss Rose Guerrero King just jumped on. My goodness. Miss Natalie Perar, good morning, dear. Miss Jill Murphy up in Chicago, Chicago. Miss T. Hayes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Eileen in San Diego, she's so quiet. She's just a saint. Hey, Miss Natasha Ismail, Regional Director out of Fresno. Thank you so much. I called you back. You called me. I called you back. So we're playing phone tag. Mr. Al Randolph in Oakland, California on the phone here, Mr. Thomas. Hey, we got double bills for you. Bill Bailey and Bill Howard. I love it. The Bills are with us today. All we need now is Bill Clinton. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Caroline Baker, good morning. Miss Kinko out in Japan, good morning. Mr. Payon in Japan, good morning. Mr. Chris McDowell, good morning, sir. Mr. Corey Alexander in Fresno, thank you. Miss Anna Inez in Texas, good morning, dear. Mr. Chris McDowell, did I say that? Oh, yeah, I already got it. Oh, yeah, went that. All right, Mr. Darrell Ransom, good morning, sir. Mr. Freddie Sherman, good morning. The Professor, Dave Culver, good morning, sir. Oh, God, John Perez, good morning. Good, new to the call. Mr. Julian Lewis, another regional director with a phenomenal call. Last two Tuesdays in the month of, he's done twice already this month. What a phenomenal guy he is. Mr. Payana gave him, hey, Pat and Frank Bowman out in Elk Grove, California. Thank you so much. Ms. Zoe Duffy, part of the bakery organization. Good morning, dear. Sensational out in Florida. You're doing very good. I'm very proud of you. All the, man, Wednesday, you guys get a blessing on a Wednesday. We signed up 2 people. You saw me live signing up 2 people, right? Just picking the phone. 2 people signed up. We got the confirmation that same night. That's powerful. Man, we had a. Hey, I'd like to thank Marvin Carter, regional director out in Fresno. Miss Ursula Allen, good morning, dear. Miss Marcia Carter in Fresno, good morning. Lupe, good morning. Harold Gasson, good morning. Sam Foster in Dallas, Texas, down there with TD Jakes Ministries. Thank you, sir. All you do, Miss Gail Wiggins, good morning. Herbert, Winston Herbert in New York. Thank you, sir. Man, you have man, when you talked the other day for the first time, you're amazing. I want to hear more from you. Kimberly Garcia, good morning, dear. Let's see what's got. Oh, man, we got just a great call lined up to you today, ladies and gentlemen. Man, all week long, this year has been like no other year, and I'm seeing the numbers go up everywhere, and I want to thank you all. We start off Monday with Miss Ismail. Learn from the stories, from your stories. Mr. Julian Lewis came, and his daughter's birthday was on the 12th of this month. Well, she, what can I say about him? He says, write yourself a love letter. How many guys wrote a love letter on Tuesday? I wrote one. Listen, I heard what he said. I wrote one. See, guys, you got to be doers of what you hear from these leaders. I love it. Mr. Dwight was amazing. The next 12 to 18 months, the network marketing industry is going to explode. Yesterday, I kind of talked in my heart, just sharing with you some things to help you build your business. But today, oh my God, today, and before I bring them up here, don't forget tonight, 6 o'clock, Al's Happy Hour. We got some things tonight. And then Saturday leadership. Oh, if you missed last Saturday, my first leadership of the year, it was showing you how to get 13 months out of a year, not 12 months. And that was so powerful. I want to thank all of you that got a blessing out of that. I got about 30 people text me on how great they love that. That was amazing. I told you it's going to be a different year. I told you I'm going to be a little more gentler and a little more loving, and we got to help people. And then Sunday, we got a product training. So without further ado, this young man, he's no stranger to us. He hails from the Salt Lake City area. But between you and me, shh, he's been on vacation for 1 solid month. And he's in Cancun. Cancun, my friends. As Byron Baker would say, Cancun. I love talking to Mr. Baker. He got language. Cancun. Anyway, he's from. he's still in Cancun. Today, I think he's going to go to Playa del Carmen, where I've been I used to go 3 times a year, but I want him to share his story. And I think he may share something with us today. I was privy to a couple of days ago, actually a week or so ago. And he's like a little brother to me. And I just love this young man. He's our Vivint representative at the home office of Vivint, but he's more than that to me. And without further ado, my dear friend, and you guys know him, he's gone on the call before, only Mr. Anthony Miles Wood, live from Cancun, Mexico. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. I appreciate you as always having me.
Good morning.
Blessed to be here. Yes, good morning, everybody. I see some people telling me congratulations. Thank you all. What I will say, Mr. Thomas, is I wish that this whole month has been vacation. I will say that it's 2021 and we are already getting to work, right? I heard you guys are having some numbers come in already this year. Great job, everybody. It was a pleasure and just absolutely wonderful to be a part of the team's growth and watching you guys last year as you went out and helped change people's lives. And so this year, even more of that ability to be able to help and change people's lives. So I want to help do my part as we start off this year. For some of you who already know, go ahead, Mr. Thomas.
Sir, you said some people congratulating you. Some people jumped on here late. Some don't know what that means. So you want to share what you mean by that?
Yes.
Since a few jumped on there. See, that's the power of jumping on the conference call 15 minutes early. You see, the early birds catch it. Those that come on time, they're always late. They don't know what's going on. So that's why I would encourage everybody to get on your 10, 15 minutes early. You don't know what you're going to get. But anyway, sir, go ahead. If you choose
Very
to.
true. And yes, a little bit more into my personal life. Some of you got to hear a little bit, but I am a new man, 2021. I have a fiance now. So we are making our way to being able to get married and be able to move on and better not just each other's lives, but all of those around us. So yes, congratulations is definitely an understatement for how we feel right now. We feel very blessed and fortunate. So thank you all for those of you who reached out. But that's the big news. And we're stepping into the year, a new man, right? So
she's beautiful. Go ahead.
She is gorgeous. She's gorgeous. But again, thank you. Mr. Thomas trying to get me to blush out here. It's not going to work. I've been getting a little bit of a tan, so you can't see it. But guys, today we have some really fun things to go through and about. And just as always, feel free to always reach out to me as I want to be a part of the team as much as I can, help you guys grow your business, your team's business as this year goes through. So for those of you who can see the screen, we're going to go through today and just talk a little bit about we'll talk about some of the fundamentals of Vivint, of this partnership. We'll talk about some of the new things that are going on. I have some videos that we can show you. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about how you guys are able to take advantage right now. I know most of you, if not hopefully every one of us, knows about the promotion that started just a couple days ago. Your customers have an amazing opportunity to not only save some money, but also get some money back in their pockets to start the new year the right way. So just covering some of the basics that we need. Everybody who's new on the call or new on the team, if you don't have these two numbers that are circled here, I highly recommend that you don't write them down, that you put them directly into your phone, because these numbers are very important. This one right here in the middle there, the dedicated call center guys, over the last 11 years now, right? Over a decade that ACN and Vivint have been partnered. So many people come in, they join the business and they realize that they are in business for themselves, but what? Not by themselves, right? They have teams behind them, and Vivint is one of those teams that we want to make this as easy as possible. And what that means for you guys is to not do all the heavy lifting by yourself. Make sure that you're utilizing this phone number that you see right here, the 877-479-1668, guys. That is your sales number to help you and your customers, your family, get through the process to find out what Vivint has in store, how much it's going to cost, what it's going to look like, what can they get. All of the questions they want answers for is right there on that number. And as they go through, they're not only going to show them the value of Vivint, but they're also going to start building them their system and be able to let them know exactly what it was going to look like and how it's going to work for them. And then the other phone number, for those of you who don't have this one, this sales support line, let's be proactive about taking care of our customers, because I would be lying to you if I said Vivint never has had any technology issues, right? We all know, we all have a cell phone, right? How many times do we get upset with our cell phone throughout the week for being too slow, for not having this happen? There are gonna be things that happen, guys. This support team is like a white glove service for not only yourselves, your business, but also your customers. That 789-7473, guys, that number is your dedicated sales team to help any questions other than helping them get a system. If they want to know, they can upgrade. If they're having any type of technical issues, if they just have questions about the system that they just got installed, that is your number to give them. Be proactive about this. One thing I'll tell you is, I've heard just recently, actually, I've heard a couple stories of some agents around the nation here. What they do in their process is, once somebody gets set up with a Vivint service, they follow up, like I've been talking about. They follow up within 3 days. They said no more than 3 days. They follow up and say, hey, how's the system working? How did everything go? And when they have all good things to say, you know what they do? They say, great, I'm so happy that you love it just like I love mine. Who else do you know that would benefit from getting a service like this? And they told me that they were able to get more referrals simply by following up and showing that they care about their customer experience. And then you have the other side, right? Where you call and they say, oh, something happened. I wasn't able to get this, or this was a difficulty. And that's when you can say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry this happened. Let's get this fixed. Let's get you taken care of. Hold on 1 second. And you get them on the line with that support team, and you will watch Vivint go to work, guys. We were named JD Power Customer Satisfaction Award a few years back, and I think it was 2017, because guess what? Vivint has everything under Vivint. When I'm saying customer service, we also have our technicians. We also have like 99% of our equipment that we give out is all Vivint owned, Vivint created, and Vivint distributed. So guys, Vivint is here to make sure that your customer stays with us as long as possible. And for those of you also, here's my phone, my email. You can always email me if you have any questions about marketing or need help moving more Vivints in your business. But what I want you to understand, guys, is that Vivint is a lot more than just security for your house, right? It's a lot more in ACN's business than just another product, right? What people have been able to realize is that Vivint is a building tool when you look at ACN. There are so many different things that ACN has provided you guys to be able to grow your business. And more than ever right now, being able to get 8 points every single time you help a customer out. Those people that I was mentioning, one of them, when they called, followed up, that person actually ended up joining the business just a couple of weeks later, because they had a few people in mind that could use the Vivint service. And then their IBO, who had talked to them about the business originally, they said they wanted to wait a little bit. And then they started talking about Vivint and helping other people get Vivint. They saw 2 of their friends get Vivint. I don't know if it was friends or family, but they saw 2 people in their close network get Vivint after they did. And they thought, if it's just that easy, they joined the business, and they became ETL qualified within the first 7 days. And this was an amazing story I was able to hear and watch as she just exploded with, excitement, talking about her business growing, because she was able to utilize Vivint so early. So what is Vivint to ACN? Vivint is a partner, guys. We are here for you, but also, like I mentioned, this is really going to help you now more than ever, not only get your next promotion, your team's next promotion, but the bonuses that are going on every single month, guys. You're able to hit another tier every time you get the 8 points from Vivint, right? So take full advantage. And then the other question, right? What is Vivint to your customers? Guys, Vivint is more than security. It is peace of mind, guys. It does give people the ability to truly sleep at night, whether they're home or they're away. They can be in the moment working and not having to worry about what's going on at their home because they have full awareness from their house, or yeah, they have full awareness of their house, whether they're there or not. So let me just show you guys actually a couple of quick little stories. I absolutely love these stories here because this really does show what Vivint is doing currently. If I can just get back to, there we go. Let me share these videos. So this is going to be, guys, a story that was sent in that actually never happened. That's the best part about it, is that Vivint is doing more now than ever to deter people from having a situation at their home.
Last Friday, this guy stole a package right off my porch. Or at least that's what would have happened if I didn't have Vivint. Instead, this is what really happened. Camera detects package. Thief walks up. Camera scares thief. Camera recording. Thief runs away. Recording crime is nice. Preventing it is better. Visit Vivint.com and start protecting your home today. Vivint, all is well.
Guys, Vivint is doing more now than ever to help deter things from ever happening. I have actually had people in my neighborhood, they know that I work for Vivint. I'm always talking to them about it, but also they got it themselves and they were able to tell me different stories. I had one neighbor just down the street from me who literally had her garage open at nighttime, and her Vivint camera caught somebody at night getting into her garage. And she said, you know, as much as I have valuables and say, you know, things that I want safe and protected in my garage goes straight into my home and that door was unlocked. So who knows if they would have come straight into my home and who knows what would have happened. But the beeping, the deterring whistle from the camera scared two different thieves out of her garage. They didn't take anything. And it really gave her peace of mind and her boyfriend who's there with her. And the best part is the boyfriend was like, you know, I never really wanted it. It was more her. We got it for her. And now he's a firm believer because he's seen it in action without ever having to actually have the house broken into. So what you're going to see, guys, is that there are so many stories out there. You're going to get your own stories as you continue to help people get their Vivint system. And as you see, Vivint's been around for a long time, right? We've been around for over 20 years, helping people, serving people. And in that time, we have become the #1 fastest growing company in the industry with smart home and security in North America, guys. We have an amazing ability to be able to not only help our customers or help people become customers, but also for you, especially as IBOs, a big thing is how long are they staying with Vivint, right? Because your guys' residual pay is not based off of their contract. It is based off of if they're paying, you're getting paid. And the average customer stays with us for 9.5 years, guys. I still talk to people this day that remember when they first helped their first couple of Vivint customers, and they're getting paid today, still over 10 years later, from that 10 minutes of work that they did as soon as we partnered. So remember, guys, that this is more than just a product. These people are able to really get the peace of mind to see the benefits, utilizing this every single day as they go about their days. Because what you'll find is that a lot of other companies are willing to cut corners. They'll cut corners here and there to help, whether it's save a little bit of money, to help maybe get things in there quicker. Vivint is none of that. We don't do any cutting corners. We make sure that every single, doesn't matter if it's an apartment, if it's a condo, if it's $1 million home, a business, everybody is getting that panel that you see here on the left, regardless of where they live or what they're getting this protection for. And the reason I tell you that is because on the right, you can see some of the competitors, a little difference there, right? And what you're getting. And the reason for it is because they're willing to, oh, you need to be a little bit lower on your price. Well, we're willing to give you a different system. And that is jeopardizing how their response time is, guys. Vivint's average response time is the fastest in the industry with 8 seconds. What that means is by the time that somebody comes into your home, the alarm is beeping, Within 8 seconds, you have a Vivint representative coming directly through that panel, talking to you and making sure that you're protected. And I just heard a story. This is a little bit, I'm gonna dole it down a little bit, but this story is about a leader who actually ended up walking into their home during a home invasion. There were people there, and this system immediately was able to help protect them because there's a distress code as well. And so when you come in, you can have a password for if everything's okay, you give your normal password, they turn it off. But then they also have a password that you can set up to let them know that you are needing help and that somebody is there with you. It's a distress or a duress code. And so because of this, guys, you are able to utilize a system, and Vivint will act. If you say that distress code, they'll act like everything is okay. They'll turn their side of the system off, tell you have a good day, but they're sending the police there with their lights off, knowing that there is a situation in the home. So Vivint does more than we need because we want you and your customers to be protected. And so as you guys go through and you're getting your systems, what I want you to realize is that more people in the last 10 years of this business, of our partnership, help their business by investing in their business. And the reason I say that is because there was, and this is still one of my favorite stories because I directly was able to watch, but I had a lady out in New York, and I know some of you have heard this story, but basically she had been in the business for a few months and her Vivint business wasn't growing very fast. She didn't really have the ins and outs. She didn't know how to help get people on the phone and to get them excited about it. And finally, she took advantage of a promotion that we had going on. She got her own service. And the only reason she hadn't gotten it until that point was because she had a security guard downstairs and she was on like the 6th, 7th, or 8th floor or something like that. And so she didn't feel like she needed the protection. But after about 21 days, 3 weeks of her having her system, she realized she needed the system for her business, because instead of talking and trying to sell something that she didn't own and that she didn't fully believe in, she got her own system and just started showing it off. She showed them the indoor camera and talked to her dog, and the people were able to see her excitement, her enthusiasm, but also see that she's using it. She was able to acquire 3 customers in 21 days simply by showing her system off. And I know that her business is rolling now. This is the best thing that you guys could do for yourselves and for those around you, because then it really puts it into perspective for them of why they're going to use it, how they're going to use it, and also how easy it is to use. So remember, guys, facts will always tell, stories sell. People love to hear stories. So make sure that you're sharing your stories as well. One big thing that people are doing is on social media. I work very closely with our call center, and the biggest thing that they told me is that as they are talking to their teams, their IBOs, that they're helping them get the posts on social media and telling them to do it. And they're getting customers that same week interested and on the phone with Vivint, and they're having more come through because they're sharing their story. People don't know what they don't know. So if you're not talking about Vivint or showing your system off, posting it on social media, because now we don't have as much interaction, right, face to face as we're used to. So social media is a big way for you to share this. And there are people now that have been able to share their story. They post a picture of them in their system, or they post a video from one of their cameras, or they're taking a picture with our technician when they come out, and they're posting it and sharing a little bit about why they got it and why they love it. And this obviously is going to resonate with people, because now more than ever, we're at our homes. We see not only why we want the peace of mind, but also the ease. Vivint's app makes this so much easier, guys, to be able to change things, adjust things, settings, home. It really does a wonder. So the 3-step process here for you guys to be able to take full advantage and the numbers work. I promise you're going to have times where you're going through and like, man, nobody is getting on this phone. What's going on? I promise as you go through the numbers, they will work themselves out. And the thing you need to do is discover their why, right? By asking those questions. Discover why they would want the system, why they would need it. And then the easiest part of this is to share your system. When you show them your app, show them how to use it, it really does resonate. They're going to start asking questions. And I know some of us get a little nervous when they ask how much it costs, or what's the difference between Vivint and this company, or Vivint and that company, or hey, I've heard this. Guys, anytime they're asking, you should be excited. If they already have a system, they want to know the difference between yours and ours, you should be excited, because Vivint is always an upgrade to whatever else is out there, because of not only our products, but also the service they get coming through, and also the actual integrity of the system. Vivint system has never been hacked, guys. You have our cameras and everything always is making sure that our firewalls and our system is protected from those outside trying to get in. And I know we've heard those nightmare stories about other companies that I don't need to mention. You can always go Google other companies that constantly are having things happen, whether they're breaking in, hacking in their cameras, getting their data, or getting exposed and people's data being out there. Vivint doesn't have these issues, guys. And then as soon as you are getting these questions asked, the best thing you could possibly do is get them on the phone. Get them on the phone. Tell them you have a Vivint agent, a Vivint Pro. You're not the expert, right? I'm not the Vivint sales agent, but I have a partner here that is great at what they do. They've helped thousands of people be able to protect their homes and get them on the phone. And for those of you who have these are probably some of the most common questions from IBOs, is do we do apartments? Do we do rentals? Who can qualify? I didn't realize we can do small businesses, right, guys? We service apartments, rentals, businesses, and we service 98% of North America, being able to help them get protected, because you don't have to have internet to be able to be protected through Vivint, guys. You don't have to have internet. The only time they want it is if they want multiple cameras. So before we go here, take a look at the screen and make sure that you guys have this. And I'm going to send this directly to your leader. And if you guys want, he'll get it out to you. But this flyer on the left here is what you guys can use. And there's other things. ACN has things posted on social media that you're able to use as well to promote on your social media. But right now, there is a buy one camera, get one camera free. And a $200 Visa gift card will be sent directly to your customer's home. And I know some of you are thinking in your head, if I get my own service, do I qualify? Yes, if you get your own service, not only are you going to save $200 on the equipment, you're also going to get a $200 Visa gift card, but then also you're going to get the 8 points. Not only the 8 points, guys, the lifetime residual, you're getting paid to get paid, right? It's a great business opportunity. And I'll tell you, once you have it, you're going to see how much easier this is to talk to other people. So before I switch over and just, sorry, one last thing here. Make sure that when you call in, you're mentioning the promo code. Our agents are really good at making sure they add this, but if you get your IBO number and the promo code on there, you can assure that you're going to get credit, your customer is going to get the discount, and they're also going to get their gift card, right? Or if it's for you, you'll get it. So I'm going to show you just one more quick story before I turn this back over. Another what would have happened and could have happened, but Vivint was helping to deter what may have.
Last Friday.
Oh, this is not the right one. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, there it is, hiding from me. It's another story of our outdoor camera pros and our doorbell camera pros with that whistle technology scaring people away.
Last Tuesday, this guy robbed me blind. Or at least that's what would have happened if I didn't have Vivint. Instead, this is what actually happened. Thief walks up. Camera detects thief. Camera scares thief.
Camera recording.
Thief runs away. Recording crime is nice. Preventing it is better. Visit Vivint.com and start protecting your home today. Vivint, all is well.
Guys, there has never been a better time to help somebody be protected, to help make sure that their family is safe, they're secure, or you are secure. So from now until Monday, that promotion is going for a free indoor camera after they buy a camera and a $200 gift card. Take full advantage, guys. And I know that you will be able to see the benefits in your business as well. So Mr. Thomas, as always, I appreciate you having me on here, sir. It is a pleasure to be here. I don't know if there was any other things that we wanted to cover or that maybe I missed that you and I have talked about or anything at all. No, perfect.
No, let's see if anybody have any questions. We'll take it the first 3 to 4 questions, 3 or 4 questions anybody may have. Okay, you done such a good job because you're glowing down there. People scared. They're like, we don't want to ask this guy. He just got engaged. We don't want to ask him on his holiday. How is he doing? Or any questions? We want him to continue his time away because that's so important to be in Mexico and Cancun with your beautiful fiance. And we want to thank you so much, sir, for everything. Uh-oh, Mr. Ismail, got a question.
Yes, the question is, what is a pink camera?
Good question. Thank you. So a ping camera is an indoor camera. Sorry, I'm using the verbiage that we have internally with Vivint. The ping camera, guys, is an interior camera. You have a 10-foot power cord. People use this camera for many things, and this is part of the building and finding out their reasons. Some people use it to be able to watch the babysitter and their kids. Some people use it to be able to talk and mess with their dogs and their cats when they're gone, right? They'll talk through the camera. Other people use it as a baby monitor because it has two-way speaker and it has infrared vision as well. So they put it in their baby's room and they're able to hear the baby, talk to the baby, make sure everything is okay in their kid's room without having to get up and go in. So thank you, Ishmael. I'm sorry I didn't cover that. Ping camera, right? Yeah, it's an indoor camera. Thank you, sir. And you know what? I had somebody send me a direct question. They were actually curious about upgrades. If somebody upgrades, they want to know if they were able to get the points from that. Very good question as well. So actually, you are getting points and residual pay for any new customers. So what I will tell you is that some customers had Vivint before or had been with Vivint for a while, and they ended up canceling for whatever reason, whether they moved, whether they didn't utilize it as much as they did. Maybe they didn't have some of the cameras or features they wanted. So if you help them get a new service, even if they already have a bunch of the equipment in there, if they get a new service, guess what? You're still getting the points. If they upgrade and they only get something added in, there are no points that will come through, but it would be a brand new service would get you that. So thank you, Julian. I appreciate you for congratulations there. Guys, I am excited to be here with you throughout this year. We're going to continue to go through. Next time, make sure if you have any questions, guys, I don't bite, at least not through Zoom. So I'll be able to help you guys get all the answers you need and be able to help your business go out and help protect people. And when you get stuck or you have any additional questions, come to your leaders or come to me.
Hey, we had another embarrass anybody, but they were too embarrassed to ask. But folks, let me say this. This is your chance to get your questions answered. I saw somebody say, I'm too embarrassed to ask. I'm not going to say your name, but this is how you get your questions answered. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't get an answer, you can't get that customer because that might be the answer. You need to get more customers. So be open to ask the question while I have Mr. Woods on here for the next 2.5 minutes, if that long, because we got to get him back to his pre-honeymoon. Hey, listen, while we're waiting, if that's the case, don't forget this Monday, anybody gets 5 Vivint customers between now and Monday for our power hour. You got to be on power hour to claim it. 5 customers, 5 Vivint customers, 5 Vivint customers. I have an Apple Watch to give away, but you got to start today until Monday. Yeah, and you got to be on power hour to verify it. Mr. Clemens will verify it, and off we go with that. Okay. All right, everybody. We want to thank you all.
Mr.
Yes,
Thomas,
sir.
I
have a question. Go ahead.
Have 2 more questions, Miss Celia, and then Mr. Christine, and that's it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, if they have an existing account and they don't use it anymore and they want to get it be as a new customer, can they use any of that system that they have, or it's all new equipment they get?
Yeah, such a good question, guys. Vivint is in the business for customers. So we are not going to make them get a bunch of new equipment. If they have a service through other providers as well, we will try and utilize all of the security equipment they have with our system. What I will tell you is that usually we have a really hard time. So I don't ever tell them we can take over their cameras. However, if they have door sensors, motion, anything in the home security wise, we can usually take that over. And then also, if they have any, smart thermostats or smart door locks already or smart light switches, most of the time, guys, like 90% of the time, those are Z-Wave compatible. Z is in zebra, and Vivint can take over and utilize all of that and integrate it in our system when it's Z-Wave compatible. Thank you for that question. That is a very good question. So many people ask that. One more question by chance. It looks like maybe.
And everybody, don't forget the code. Don't forget the code for the gift. The promotional code is GIFT21. The promotional code is GIFT21. Who else had a question, Mr. Bree Clemens?
Mr. Miles, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, sir.
Hey, boss. The question is, someone buys into a system 5 years, and in a year, 2 years, 3 years, they actually get extra money, or they decide to just pay it off. Are they still obligated to the 5-year contract they initially started now their equipment's paid off?
Yeah, good question. So that financing contract that they go into, guys, what he's talking about is when they don't want to pay their equipment up front, they can finance that. And that financing contract can be upwards of 5 years. They get 0% interest, low monthly payments, but then all of a sudden they get some money, right? They hit RVP here within ACN, and guess what? They want to show off and pay all their equipment off. Guess what? As soon as they pay their equipment, their bill will drop. So they will no longer be obligated to that 5 years, $50, $60, $70. They will be responsible for the monitoring, which is usually anywhere from $19 to $30, depending on how many cameras that they have included. And at that point, if for whatever reason they wanted to try and be able to get out, they call Vivint. Vivint is willing to help negotiate and get through those case by case, but they are not obligated to continue to pay that higher monthly payment because they paid their equipment. Their price will drop. So great question. Thank you, Chris. I see him being safe out there. Appreciate you logging on here still, being with us and being engaged. Chris, you're the man.
Well, Mr. Anthony Miles Wood, thank you so much for your time today while you're on vacation to etch out some time to give us some power and some insights to kick off 2021 in a great way. And once again, congratulations, sir, and may God continue blessing you. Enjoy your vacation, enjoy your beautiful fiance, and you guys enjoy Cancun and Playa del Carmen. And I'm looking forward to hear some stories and seeing a lot of pictures. So with that said, sir, go back and get in that sun and get that tan because you need it. God bless you. And don't forget to use sunblock. Everybody, we'll see everybody tonight at happy hour at 6 o'clock with Al. And all the RDs and higher, we got a panel for you tonight. We're going to have a great time for your questions. And tomorrow I'm going to do Saturday leadership at 6.